You know,
I would see that by then.
He's picking the same types of people. You know,
that's it.
Friend do that. Like Austin knows who I'm talking about. We had a my husband's deceased, but he had a friend. He picked the same type of woman, and he went through several different women, and they were all just mean. Just all
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm single still, by the way. I mean, because
I know. Go on.
That's why I'm single still. I'm 52 and I'm single, and I'm proud of it because I've learned one thing. I have a bad picker, and I did say picker. Austin always picks on me about that, but I said picker. But that's what it is. And you know, everybody likes to blame the other person, but whenever I was sobering up, I learned that I had to take responsibility for myself and look at me. And when it comes down to it, I always pick those women. You know what I mean? It was always me. I always had a choice if I wanted to get in a relationship or not, and I always got involved with those crazy women that freaking just would do what you guys were talking about. They were just mean, you know. Mm-hmm. So I finally went celibate. I said I'm not doing it no more, you know.
But it could be something in you too. There's some kind of what is an enabler? Is that what it is?
It's a demon. It's a demon.
It's a demon, Roger.
It's you know, it's this insatiable urge to just not do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in a conversation and I'm listening to somebody and they're saying stuff that irritates me, I feel that fire inside of me start firing up. And the first thing I should do is say, "Shut up, Roger. Shut up. Shut up." But I don't, you know what I mean? And that whenever I catch that and I start practicing that more and more, I get better at it, and I eventually start not getting.
You know, Raj, when that happens, breathe deeply, get the body calm down, and then instead of focusing on what you're upset about, ask yourself why you're upset. Look at the mechanism.
Right.
How did I get upset? What is it this person said? What is it that I don't like? What is it in me that doesn't like this? And then maybe you can resolve that when you see it more clearly.
Yeah. That's the hard stuff too. That's the hard stuff too.
In your own mind, it's what they call that metacognition, thinking about what you're thinking about. That's a tough one. But if we can pull it off, it works pretty good. What's that, Summer?
Everybody acts like you have to get married. I mean, if you don't want to get married, don't. My partner's never been married. He's had some serious relationships, but he's never had kids or been married. People act like, well, what's wrong? He focused on his career, but you know, most of the people, it's funny, in my neighborhood, there's some older people who live here, but most of them are all single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got 2 boys. I've never been married. You know, the women that I was with, I mean, yeah, they probably wouldn't have been the best choice to get married to, but I'm not gonna like have ill feelings towards them. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
And my youngest son, he has a hard time understanding, like, because he had a falling out with her, and he doesn't understand how I could show love towards her where freaking, he's involved, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, just because we had our falling outs and went our separate ways doesn't mean I don't love her, you know what I mean? I almost asked this girl to marry me at one point, you know what I mean? That just because you didn't get married to somebody doesn't mean that you didn't love them, you know?
Right. But you got to co-parent.
Yeah.
You have to try to do
Yeah.
that for the kids. That's good because
Mhm.
some people do that.
Yeah. And you don't say bad things about your kid's mom
No, that's not a good idea. I've seen that
No.
with messy divorces, and it's like the kids get in the middle,
that's
and
horrible.
the parents try to get them to hate the other parent. That's not good. Those kids are not happy.
Yeah.
No.
No. Not at all.
And Austin's way too quiet, dude.
He looks old. He's
I
got a
always
hang on, buddy.
I always hate to really get talking because sometimes I talk over people because there's kind of a delay.
There is a, yeah.
You need to learn how to talk over people, dude. Seriously. Like,
I got
just do it.
young.
I don't care about talking over you, Roger.
That's right.
Oh,
That's the way to do it.
really young, and it was the worst thing ever. Both of us were young, and it should have been like a 3-month relationship, and it turned into like, I got out of high school and married him, and we were only married for a year, and I don't know how we didn't kill each other. It was bad. It was.
Wow.
I'm not that person now, but back then, wow. I mean, it was bad.
She was a wild child, dude. She was telling me stuff. She's like freaking a wild child, dude. It was in one of the episodes. Check it out, dude. She's like saying I was rowdy.
The Wild Child episode.
Yeah, she.
Wild Child episodes.
But everybody
Oh
has
God, we've done so many episodes. I don't remember which one that would have been, but I remember.
It was the one after.
Roger.
It was the one after. No, it was before the cornfield. When she's seen that.
Narrow it down.
She's seen that movie star that came out of the cornfield, and she's like, "Whoa, what's he doing here?" And he just.
Huey Lewis, the
Yeah.
That was the time travel from 1985 that came out of the cornfield.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Talk about a creepy story. That was eerie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now,
Well, that's right. Creepy stories.
hold up. That's a good idea. Otto, tell us your creepiest story, dude, because that's kind of what this is about.
We'll stop.
Creepy.
We'll wrap it up.
I've had a few experiences that were, I don't know, I think, Roger, you might have heard the story of the haunted bathroom, this place I lived once. That was kind of creepy.
Yeah, tell us.
The haunted bathroom.
Yeah, tell us that one.
I used to live in this apartment, and I had a housemate, and he and I were. It's the way that it was like it was like a house, and I rented the lower apartment, and the upper part of the house was an upper apartment, and it was like a long kind of a house. So in the front there was like a porch, like a glassed-in porch, and there was a living room, and there was like a kind of a narrow place. It was like we had a bar set up in and a kitchen. And then it kept going back. So it was like a big hallway, and then there was a bathroom, and then there were 2 bedrooms in the back. And my friend's girlfriend was over, and he and I were sitting in the front room watching Star Trek, I believe. And because we always watch Star Trek, it's Star Trek. And she had gone back to, what was her name? Can't think of it. But anyway, she went back to take a shower. And so we're like sitting in the front, all of a sudden we hear a scream. So we jump up and we run down to the other end of the house. And Iris, that was her name, Iris, she's standing there and she's in her bathrobe and she's just pointing at the bathroom with her finger shivering. And when we finally got her to say what had happened was it was dark in the back of the house. So she had taken her shower. She'd opened up the bathroom door and she allowed the light from the bathroom to illuminate the bedroom, which was pitch black. And she walked into the bedroom, turned on the light on the bedstand there, and then she came back in to turn off the bathroom light. The bathroom light was switched off. And she said she could not have gone into the bedroom unless the light was on. There would have been no light to see. She knows she left the light on when she walked out of it, but she came back, and we had 2 upstairs neighbors. They were a weird pair. That's another story. And we were trying to figure it out. And conceivably, if one of the upstairs neighbors knew exactly everything that was going on, he could have silently tipped down the stairs, come in, flipped the switch, and ran out the door again in the time it took her to. I mean, it didn't happen, and we would have heard them. We could hear them walking around upstairs. And that bathroom always did have weird stuff happening. It had, the bathroom plugs all have the little circuit breaker. For those people listening, not in the United States, all United States bathrooms have this. It was always being flipped. You go in there and it was always like set. And I asked the landlord, the guy I knew, was like, Butch, like, what's with this? Is this place haunted? No, it's not haunted. I'll check it. He was an electrician. He went in there, he checked the wiring, he replaced the plug. It still kept doing it. But I never really noticed it much. But that night when Iris just like the scream ran through the house. So I think that's the haunted bathroom. So there's my creepy story. I've got others, but that's the one for tonight.
That's pretty.
That was a good one, man. Yeah, you'll have to come on here and tell us one every time.
I'd probably run out pretty soon, but I got a few more. I'll tell you about the USS Constellation one time, the haunted ship.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to hear that one next time.
I had a ghostly experience on the Constellation. Just remind me, and I'll tell you that one.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Yeah, I will.
Austin grew up in an old farmhouse. I lived there with his dad and his sister, but we had all kinds of stories from that house.
Nice.
Oh God.
We
could have a whole series just about that place alone in and of itself.
You do have an entire series about that place.
Right.
Well, actually, it's 6 episodes, I think, but
yeah, there's a whole number of episodes. We should go through and try to categorize some of the old episodes.
I can do that.
Into those.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Roger's probably got every episode we've done. Like he knows every last word ever spoken on every creepy corner mystery show episode that's ever been done. He's probably got it memorized.
Yeah,
got it all down.
I tried to write down a lot of my stories because I would forget them, and I haven't written down all of them, but it shows how you forget, because the other day I was looking on my memories on Facebook, and I had this is a creepy story, but it's real short.